What's good, family? Smash the like button and subscribe. Wow, I can't lie to you, man. I really can't lie to you, man, on this one. This is truly peak for Wildets right now. Wildets are going through it right now. All of us, man, yeah. All of my holy dons out there, yeah. Take a moment in your prayers to pray for the Wildets, because they're going through it, no doubt. They feeling it. I can't lie to you, man. Listen. Like I was about to say at the start of the video, listen right now. Me and Fury recently, we've been going through it. I can't lie to you. You've heard my videos. Me and Fury have been going through it. I've had it up to him. Me and Fury, listen, our relationship is on the rocks. No doubt. That said, I'm not a hater. Yeah? I have to call a spade a spade. I can't knock things. And people hit the nail on the head. When people hit the nail on the head, I'm going to call it how I see it. I'm going to call it as it is, rather, not as I see it. I'm going to call it as it is. And with that in mind, these lyrics that Fury was dropping on Wilder, they was the fire. Now, before we go into that, let me say something now. In the respect the whole environment, we have to admit, Fury was coming back from a whole lot of L's, yeah? Let's not forget that the L that AJ served Fury up coldly. So there's no doubt now that AJ is also the king of the ring, and he's also king of social media. I thought, you know what, I've got to put that in there too. Let's not forget that. So throughout this video, yes, we're giving Fury the ratings, but you've got to remember that when it came to AJ and Fury got run out of town, yeah? Fury went missing. So it is what it is. You know what? For this video, let's focus on Fury and Wilder, because we know that Big Daddy, yeah, we know that Big Daddy Joshua, these two goofy dons, you got the blown up the blown up light heavyweight Wilder, and the double D's on the back, lovely jubbly double D's on the back with Fury. Neither of them two can ramp with Big Daddy. That's what we do know, yeah. Anyway, let's get to what Fury said to Wilder, because listen, like I said, the Wildets are going through it right now. This was peak. To be honest with you, this kind of banter for me should be illegal. We already know that Wilder's been going through it. We already know Wilder's been struggling with his masculinity ever since Fury took it from him. Ever since Fury turned Wilder out on international TV, he ain't been the same since. He's been posting with guns, he's been posting with jewellery, he's been posting with men. I was about to say posting with women, but yeah. I was about to say he's been posting with women, but he ain't been posting with no women. He ain't got no women's. That's what we do know. He's been twerking and whatnot. Listen, Wilder ain't been the same since, bottom line. Fury turned him out and put him to work and said, listen, I don't want to see you come out of that room until you've serviced all these men. And if Wilder has to do it, he's been turned out, yeah? Fury puts Wilder to work, no doubt. And like I was about to say, listen, your man Wilder, this for me was a finishing shot. The same way AJ finished Fury when he posted the video of Fury standing there as one of his main bare knuckle champion family got moshy bashed, as Tom Saunders got moshed and Fury just stood there freezing. This is not far off as peak as that. My man Fury photoshopped the picture. This is too peak. Wilder, yeah? You came on a video and cried that another man had dented your barnet. And Fury listened to that video you put out and then just mugged you for it. This is so bad. Do you know, I've never seen a boxer, yeah? Because as boxers, we all know you're in a fight. We all know you get in water, you get wet. So it's not really a shock to see that you took damage. Yeah? Wilder, you was in a fight, you took damage, but it's another thing. It's an embarrassment almost. I've never seen a boxer, especially a heavyweight boxer, complain about being hit and complain about the damage they took. And this is really the proof and the evidence that Wilder really has been turned out. Because he's almost looking for sympathy. Oh man, you dented my head. Back in the 80s and 90s, yeah, fighters would, even if they have been bust up, yeah, their pride wouldn't let them concede it. Their pride wouldn't let their opponents know that, yeah, you really did bash me up bad. Do you understand? Back in the 80s and 90s, fighters had a different level of pride back then. They wouldn't want their ops to know that they got their barnet bust. They wouldn't want their ops to know that, yes, you dented my clerk for me. They'd rather just suck it up. You know what I'm saying? Take it on the chin and keep it moving. Wilder, this whole 2021 fruity tooty business, people looking for Me Too cases, people looking for sympathy and everything else. Oh man, you know what? You dented my head and a scary crybaby looking ass. What's wrong with you? You're in a fight. What do you mean you got your head dented? If you got your head dented, you need to start drinking some milk, some calcium in your bones. You know what I'm saying? You soft bone having ass. What's wrong with you? Oh man, well you know what? He'd be busted my head. Wow. And the way that the worst thing is, yeah, you've got a bunch of 50-year-old dons, 50-year-old allegedly hood dudes, crying with him. Oh man, Tyson Fury, you busted his head. You busted my main man. What's wrong with you goofy cats, man? You said that you're in a fight. You're in a heavyweight fight. Like I said, if you got your head busted, if your barney got bust, that's on you. That's on your nutritionist. Now, I can see your legs, Wilder. You ain't been eating right, boss man. I hate to break it to you. Yeah? There's a number of signs here that show you ain't been eating right. Number one, them spindly looking ass legs you've got. That's the first thing. Number two, that erect pigeon chest. That's what. Listen, your chest looks like. That's what your chest be looking like. No doubt, chicken looking ass. Yeah, 100%. That pigeon looking ass chest. That's the second sign you ain't been eating properly. You want some osteoporosis type shit. No doubt. Got me swearing. You know what I mean? You're trying to fuck that, trying to mess that ad revenue up. That's how pigeon like your chest is. Got the why be swearing. Messing all the ad money up. Listen, where was we? You got the pigeon legs. You got you got chicken legs, pigeon chest. They were the first two signs. The third sign, you weighed in 209 pounds. Damn, your nutritionist has got you looking bad. He got you going out all the way sad right now. Not even a little bit of calories have you got in your system. Coming in skinny. Number 4, your bones are being dented. Now, it's one thing here, fair enough. If you go in there with 1986 Mike Tyson and your barnet gets dented, fair play to you. Yeah, if you want to cry about that, you know what? Yes, men from the 80s had more noddle. Yes, men from the 80s had more about them to get stuck in and push through it. But if you want to be a 2021 crybaby, so be it. You was in there with Tyson Fury, who can't punch. Yeah? Let's not forget. You and all your goofy fans, and the YB included, we all, for the longest time, used to laugh at Tyson Fury for having no power. He was a no power having ass. Yeah? All of a sudden, you go in there, and he whooped you all around the ring, eh? All around the ring. Did you get whooped? And now you want to cry about how you got your barnet dented? Wow, this is a sad day. It's a sad day when a known pillow-fisted looking ass, Fury, can dent your barnet and you cry about it publicly. And this is how I know you ain't got no real people around you, because listen, if I was in someone's camp here and they got their head dented by Fury publicly, you having a laugh. I'll be talking to your nutritionist. Hey yo, how is his bones been dented by a man who has no power? There's something wrong here. What are you feeding him? Look at his legs. You ain't feeding him right. Clearly you ain't. And I wouldn't mind you. Obviously, sometimes people can be accused of things, and it's not like it's false. It's false positives. Oh, you're not feeding him right. But when you have 6 different examples, that's how you know it's the cause. This isn't a case of, well, YB, look, he's got tree trunk legs, but his head got dented. Maybe it's not the nutrition. No, it's the nutrition. Them legs, them bones, them soft-looking ass bones you've got in your head. All the other factors as well. Pigeon chest. You need a nutritionist, and I'll tell you what to do. Wilder, yeah, because clearly your team's got you going out sad, and all your supporters, all your goofy wildettes. They love to embrace your your fruity tooty 2021 characteristics, rather than calling you out on it and saying, Wilder, you know what? I think it's best to just quiet down with the excuses now. Oh yeah, that's another one. I got another one for you. Another example of Wilder's nutritionist doing him bad. The fact that he put a 30-pound weight suit on and cried that it was too heavy. It drained his legs out. That there is the definition of calorific deficit. You haven't got no calories in your system. If you're running out, if your legs run out of gas, yeah, after 5 minutes of wearing a 15-kilo suit, you know you ain't got no calories in your system. So when you add it all up, Wilder's nutritionist, I think he may be the golden snitch actually. He may be the cause. Everyone was looking at Mark Breland and Jay Diaz. It was a nutritionist did him wrong. That's why your bones ain't holding up. That's why Fury, pillow fist, can dent your bones for you. Yeah? That's why your legs burnt out. You ain't got no calories in your system, Wilder. Your nutritionist did you wrong. Fury, I'm hearing, Fury touched. Fury and El Trapahan touched your nutritionist. He was giving you all low calorie. You thought you was eating steak. You was eating some next tofu thing. Yeah, not even a bit of real food is that plastic tofu thing. Listen, I'm telling you now, Wilder's nutritionist was giving him the plastic tofu thing. He didn't get no real steak, because if he did, your barnet wouldn't have been dented. Your legs wouldn't have run out of gas. So, I'm sure there's a whole bunch of veggie dons out there who are mad right now, but it's the truth. You know I'm telling the truth. You know you veggie dons got them weak little legs. Yeah? It's the bottom line. Oh yeah, well, I'm eating the tree. Yeah, you can eat all the tree you want. End of the day, there's a reason. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason rabbits get eaten by dogs. Yeah? It's a pecking order. Veggies, think of a big veggie. I guess you've got elephants, but they ain't vicious, is the point. All the vicious animals eat meat. Yeah, and Fury was eating Wilder. No doubt. That's because Wilder's nutritionist got touched by El Trapahan, and that was that. You weren't getting no steak, you was getting the tofu. You was getting the plastic tofu thing. So, I found the cause. All you goofies looking at the gloves, blaming Mark Breland. Whilst you did that, 2 minutes from the YB and I've solved what really happened. Tyson Fury touched your nutritionist, and that's why your bones got dented. But this was peak. The way that Fury, and again, you've brought this on yourself, because even if my head did get dented, yeah, bearing in mind Wilder allegedly wants to rematch, I wouldn't want my opponent to know. Would you? It's the problem again with these 2021 cats. They just want everyone to know their business. They love people being in their business. Rather than thinking, you know what, I'm going to keep it to myself that my bones were soft. I don't want my opponent to know that my bones are soft looking. Let me just eat this L and get it, you know what I mean? Get my get back. Oh, no. Not 2021 fruity dons. Oh, man, he dented my head and, I was crying looking ass. And then the worst thing, like I said, is the fact that all your fans jumped on it. Rather than telling you, hey, yo, boss, fix up. You got us, man, looking soft right now. That's what I'd have said. I swear down. If AJ came out and started saying, oh, man, he dented my head, I'd say, what's wrong with you? Fix up, star. Even if he did dent your barnet, that's on you and your nutritionist. Got you looking soft. Fix up and get you know what I'm saying? Fix up and get your get back. About dented your head. What's wrong with you? What is this whole thing? Someone needs to tell me, yeah, what is this whole thing of begging sympathy in 2021? What is it? I don't get it. I don't mind it when you see some next cutie doing it. If some next cutie wants to hop on Instagram and whine and cry, that's that. But how you gonna have a big looking ass 6'7" alleged fighter whining about how his head got dented? Oh man, trying to link it to religion. Oh man, the Bible say that man, my head was dented, and Joseph 12, my hair got bust. What's wrong with this? What's wrong with this guy, man? Man, that's the problem. Again, it's the problem with. It's not just Instagram fruities. It's all the infrastructure around it. Wilder is surrounded by a whole bag of 50-year-old fruity looking asses who endorse it and encourage him. Because you best believe, before Wilder put that video out, Wilder sent it to all of his LDBC groupies. And they was like, oh man, put it out, Wilder. You tell him, Wilder. You go get him, girl. That's what they were saying, no doubt. You go get him, girl. Go get him, girl. Yeah, you tell him, girl. So he did. Because listen, Fury backslapped Wilder, put him to work, and then Wilder was trying to get all his girls together to fight back against the man. Against the man Fury, who put them all to work. Because Fury, you best believe, has put the whole LDBC to work right now. And that's why Wilder was saying, oh man, go get him, girl. And that's what Wilder put a video out saying, oh man, you may dent my head, but you never dent my spirit. That's what Wilder said. You may dent my head. You can put me to work as much as you want. You can dent my head as much as you want. But you ain't never going to dent my spirit. And that's, scarily enough, that's more or less what Wilder said. Oh, you never go and get this brother down. What do you mean he's never going to get this brother down? He dented your Barnett and has got you crying on social media 6 months later. Wilder, you are definitely down. Yeah? I don't care what no one says. Have you not heard yourself crying about how your head got dented? You're down. Oh, you're never going to keep a brother down. Well, but that's what you're not getting. The fact you're on there whining is the definition of being down. Fury's got you down bad right now. And it's a shame that there's not one don around you who said, you know what, calm yourself. Yeah? If your head's that dented, that's on you. Because no one didn't ask your bones to be soft like that. Yeah? Tell your dietitian to fix up. That's what you should have been doing. Instead, like always, the typical 2021 way of doing things, blame everyone else. Oh, it's Fury's fault that my bones are soft. Oh, it's Fury's fault that he can't punch and still dented my Barnett for me. And all your big 50-year-old ex-gangsters, allegedly, was there crying with you. Oh, man, Fury dented his head. Wow. And Fury aired it all out. And this is the problem, again, with these 2021 cats. You don't realise how it comes back. No one, Wilder, no one neutral heard you whining and thought, oh yeah, I got some sympathy for him. They look at you and think, damn, Fury's got this Wilder don going out sad right now. And now Fury's punked you with it. He's taken your, because listen, that video Wilder put out, yeah, it was genuine. He was genuinely crying about it. And now Fury's took it and just punked you for it. Got your head fully dented looking. This is bad. This is bad. And this is why, if you had people around you like the YB, I'd have told you just to settle yourself and relax. Yeah? And think about the get back. If your head's dented, suck it up, change your diet, and get the get back. Don't be going on social media and whining. You ain't got no real dons around you. Because all your groupie dons, they was too busy licking your backside for you. Yeah? Giving you the old B-day. No doubt. And now look at you. Now you got Fury, pillow fist, punking you. What's the word? Punking ain't even the right word. He's just playing with you now. You put a genuine video out crying, and Fury's making gifs of your head being dented. And you can't even. That's the thing. What makes it worse is you can't even blame him. You can't even say, oh, it's not real or it's fake or literally the video's there of you crying, of you having your Barnett dented, and Fury's just getting off all over you. Yeah, Wilder fans are standing there, they've got bust all over their head, got bust trickling off their clout right now. And there's not a bit of paper in sight to wipe up. All I see in my mind now, yeah, after reading this post, all I see is all the Wilder fans standing there on their knees with Fury just busted all over them. 100%, no doubt. Yeah, a whole bag of 50-year-old ex-gangsters, ex-alleged gangsters with bust over their Barnetts. Wow, it's a sorry sight to see. Yeah. But yeah, this is too peak, man. I can't even read the rest. I can't even read it. No excuses, but my costume was heavy. Fury's gloves were loaded. I had weak legs. Oh man, this is bad. I was a zombie. Oh man, this is sad. I can't read it. I can't do it. Fury went in too much. This is peak.